Hello and welcome back to Gardening and Allotment Tips, hosted by Gardening with Ben. If you've not checked out my main podcast channel, have a check out of that. Just search for Gardening with Ben on any podcast platform like Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and you'll find Gardening with Ben podcast. Or click the link in the description and it will bring it straight up for you. So, it has been a fantastic day today. Absolutely gorgeous here in Sheffield. And it's now approaching spring. It's the first day of spring tomorrow. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. But in this episode, we're going to be talking about frogs. Yes, the frogs that jump around in the garden, which not everybody likes. But I absolutely adore having frogs around. We used to have a pond in my garden many years ago, and we had lots of frogs, and come springtime you'd see them all jumping around as they hatch from their frog spawn. And I used to hold them, I used to stroke them, I used to throw them at my sisters. But yeah, I absolutely love having frogs, and that is something that I've not had on my allotment since having it. We've had the odd one pop up here and there, but I've not had millions of frogs like we used to have in the garden. So that is one thing that I'm going to look at doing on my allotment this year. And how? You may ask, how do you do that? Well, I've acquired a plastic pond which I found, and I thought it might be cracked at first because I thought somebody's discarded it because they don't want it. But it wasn't cracked. It's kept the water in since last time I've been to the plot. I checked it today, the water's still in it. So we need to start attracting the frogs to the allotment. And obviously we've got the water there, but we need to make it a safe and welcoming place. Now, why do we want frogs on the allotment? Well, the reason why we want frogs on the allotment is because they are the best slug deterrent ever. They will go around at night eating all them slugs what are around. They'll find them what are hiding under rocks, under paving slabs and stuff like that. They'll go around eating all the slugs. They are the best preventative measure ever, if I can say it. But obviously we don't want to be using slug pellets. Slug pellets are a big no-no nowadays, as they kill other wildlife and harm animals, so everybody's staying away from slug pellets. But frogs are free. All you need is to create the pond and attract them. So that is our plan over the next coming months. I've obviously got my base in for my ponds now, so it's just either hoping that the frogs will come and lay some frog spawn in my pond, or see if I've got a friend that's got any frog spawn in their pond and pop some in mine. And yeah, it's definitely going to be worth it. Hopefully they'll keep the slugs at bay. But we're going to be doing that over the next few months, and I need to make some improvements to the pond because I dug it out so much, but I got to the clay bit under the soil and I didn't really want to start disturbing that and digging that up into the soil at the top because it won't make it very good soil. So it's currently got a bit of a lip on it at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mound up the soil up to the edges so that it gets rid of the lip, and hopefully plant some nice shrubbery around it. And I'm going to make it like nice and rocky around it because we used to have our pond next door to our rockery, and the frogs always hid in between the rocks in the rockery. They absolutely loved it. So I'm going to we've got plenty of old stone and stuff around on our plot, so I'm going to make like a rockery around it and hopefully grow some fantastic flowers, etc. around the pond, which will hopefully encourage the frogs to come. And I'm looking at getting some pond plants because I've never had any pond plants. We didn't have any pond plants in our old pond. We just had water in it and a couple of goldfish. But I'm hoping to get some nice pond plants in there because when I worked at the garden centre previously, we used to sell some nice pond plants, and I didn't realise how nice some of them are. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some pond plants in my pond. And after that, then hopefully come summertime I might get a couple of fishes. I don't want to get the fishes before the frogs spawn, because the fishes might eat the frog spawn and I might lose the frogs, which I don't want, not when I'm trying to get the frogs to the plot. So hopefully we'll get the frog spawn first and get all the hatched and the tadpoles turned into froggies, and then we'll look at getting some fishes, because then it's something else to be proud of and something else to encourage me to go to the allotment regularly, because obviously I need to go and feed them on a regular basis. So it'll be something else to encourage me to go to the plot and feed the fishes, and yeah, it'll make it nice. And a pond is a nice relaxing area for you just to sit and look and enjoy it. And I'm trying to make my allotment a lot more tranquil, and the improvements over the last few years, that has been my plan. And this year more than ever, the amount of effort and time I'm putting into it, I'm trying to do so much to it this year. It's going to look absolutely unbelievable, hopefully in summer. And the only thing about having frogs is you've just got to watch where you stand, because they jump around everywhere. When I worked at the garden centre, we worked next door to a river, and the frogs would be jumping around all over the garden centre all the time, and you had to watch where you were standing just in case you got one. I did see a few small squashed ones, but I do love seeing the froggies, and like I said, I used to hold them and I used to stroke them, because they are quite tame as well, frogs. I don't know if they spread diseases and if I should have been doing that as a child, but it's certainly something that I did enjoy doing, so I'm looking forward to hopefully holding a frog once again. So yeah, if you can, encourage the frogs to your garden, encourage your frogs to allotment. If you're not allowed ponds on the allotment, just plant a box in the ground and put some water in it. Hopefully that will encourage some frogs to come to the plot. There's ways and means around everything. So have a look around, try and find a little shallow pond and plant it in your plot. Well, not plant it, dig it into your plot, and hopefully get some frogs coming onto your plot and eating all them slugs. The more ways you can stop slugs, the better. And obviously there's other ways and means of stopping slugs as well, encouraging the birds onto your plot, not the pigeons, because the pigeons eat all the brassicas, but encouraging birds on, because they'll go around and they'll spot them and they'll eat them. And obviously encouraging hedgehogs as well. Hedgehogs are a big thing for eating slugs. Obviously hedgehogs come out at night and slugs come out at night, so it's a win-win situation. So that is what I'm going to be looking at next, encouraging hedgehogs onto the allotment. But I'm going to have to read up on that, because I don't know how to encourage them to the allotment. But we will have a look around. They will be around on the plots, because obviously it's a wildlife area. It's a haven for wildlife. So hopefully we will encourage them. So that has been our episode for today. If you're new to this podcast, please do click that subscribe button and stay up to date with all our podcasts if you click that subscribe button, because you'll get notified when new ones are up. If you've not listened to my other podcast, Gardening with Ben, go and give it a find, go and give it a follow. There's over 150 episodes on there. That's my main podcast channel altogether, where I post them all. So go and check that one out. And if you've not checked out my t-shirt shop as well, where I sell some fantastic Gardening with Ben t-shirts, go and check them out. And some of those will make you laugh as well. They are funny ones. So yeah, thanks for listening. Until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.